Right guys, welcome to the Trailer Lads YouTube channel, and today we have our first bike to review.
Yeah, so this is the KTM 85 SX. It's a beautiful machine. We're going to be getting into specs in a minute. Right guys, so this is a 2017 KTM. It's an 85 SX, which means it's 85cc, so it's a relatively small bike. As you can tell by the size of this, that it's a two-stroke machine. It's one cylinder.
The bike's a 5-speed manual with 34 hours on the clock.
This thing can shift pretty well, so it's I think it can go up to 70 miles an hour. So this is a dirt bike. It's not motocross or meant for enduro or anything. It's just meant for zipping around in a field.
The bike costs £2,500 used, but the new model can go anywhere up from £3,000. So now we're going to start the bike up and have a listen.
Right, so you're going to want to take the kickstand out, and always make sure the petrol tap's on. And if you're starting it up for the first time and it's been overnight or a couple of days, you always want to start it with the choke on. If you've already used it once a day, it will be alright with the choke off. So that's what she sounds like. This engine takes super unleaded with a ratio of 40 to 1, 40, so that works out about 25 millilitres of oil per litre of super unleaded petrol. It has a engine stop over there, just for emergency stop. Has a rear tyre brake down there. This bike has a nifty feature here, as it can be built for racing. In case you stop, this stops your head smashing on the metal. It's sort of like a rubbery, spongy type material, just a bit of a soften the blow of your head hitting the bars.
So the bike is built in Austria by KTM. As you can see, it's very high quality. It's built very well. KTM is renowned for their high quality bikes.
Yeah, this bike is built to take hits, as people use them in races and they get bashed about and they can fall off the bike, or they can do stunts on this bike. So it's built to last and take a few hits before, breaking down. The engine is of high quality. At the moment the clutch slips a little bit, but that's because it's fairly new. As it only has 34 hours on the clock, the clutch slips a little bit, but it's a really nice shift through the gears. You don't get any lag or anything like that.
So the bike, being a two-stroke, has better acceleration than four-stroke models, and it has a bit more oomph.
Yeah, it's two-stroke, and the bikes around this size are mainly two-stroke because they're mainly used for races, like I said before, to give them that faster acceleration off the start, off the go, and usually it helps them get through more mud or worse terrain, if you like.
However, the two-stroke, you'll find, needs a fuel mix and different to just straight petrol.
Yeah, that's every 1 litre of fuel, it needs 25 millilitres of engine oil. You can just pretty much buy that anywhere. The fuel has to be super unleaded, but I've only been putting unleaded in it and it seems to work fine. The only thing is that it just gives out a bit more smoke when you start her for the first time after you put the fuel in, and it would do the engine a little worse, but it's not significant.
So the bike has a nice colour mix of black, orange and white. As you can see, it's very aggressive looking and it's a nice design from KTM.
Yeah, it's quite sleek and it's built to be aerodynamic to give it that extra speed during racing. As you can tell, it's sort of meant to look aerodynamic. Stop air resistance and give it a bit more speed. Yeah, so these tyres, they the nubblies, they're quite far apart, which gives it more grip off-road. So if you try to, use this illegally on the road, you wouldn't get as much grip as super sports bike tyres, as they're just full flat rubber. Whereas the lack of rubber touching the road on these would mean you have less friction, which means if you try to overlean or you try to go too fast, the bike would most likely slip out under you, or you'd fall off the bike and you'd hit the road.
So the bike uses a kickstart. That's different to some of the more expensive models which have an electric start.
Yeah, so this is manual, whereas electric would be automatic, which just sends a electrical signal down the bike. So whereas this actually manually kicks the engine into going. In some ways, both have benefits and drawbacks when it comes to it. It's more expensive if you want to have a automatic button start. This can be harder to kick, especially if you're buying these for a youngster that's just starting out. They may find it hard to kick, so you'll have the hassle of that, whereas they could easily just press the button. In some cases, some people can find this, more useful or better than a electric one. They find it gets the job done a bit quicker sometimes.
This means that the bike doesn't have a battery either, so that's one less thing to worry about.